Hello, my name is Teacher Iman, and in this video we will be going through a mind mapping of percents and applications. As we study percents and applications, we will be focusing on three major topics. The first one is converting between fractions, decimals, and percents. The second one is working with percent. And the third one is the applications of percents. Let's start with converting between fractions, decimals, and percents. Converting between fractions, decimals, and percents, we are going to study three conditions. The first one is when converting a percent to a fraction. The second one is when converting a percent to decimal. And the third one is when converting a decimal to percent. Let's start with the first one. When converting percent to a fraction, we need to take off the percent symbol, write the number over 100, and then simplify the fraction. Like for example, write 35% as a fraction. 35% is equals to 35 over 100. We take off the percent and we simplify the fraction. The answer is 7 over 20. The second one is converting a percent to a decimal. We need to take off the percent symbol, move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Imagine that any whole number has a decimal point at the last digit on the right. For example, write 4% as decimal. Take off the percent, and from the right, move 2 decimal digit to the left. Take off the percent. From the right of 4, move 2 digit to the left. So we have 0.04. The third one, converting a decimal to percent. In converting decimal to percent, we need to move the decimal point 2 steps to the right and then write percent symbol at the end. Example, write 0.226 as percent. 0.226, move the point 2 decimal places to the right. So we have 22.6%. The second topic is working with percents. In working with percents, there are also three conditions that we need to be familiar of. First is finding the percent of a part from a whole. The second one is finding the whole from the given percent and part. And the third one, finding the part from the given percent in a whole. In finding the percent of part from a whole, a simple instruction is here. Divide the part by the whole and multiply by 100. For example, what percent of 50 is 4? So 4 divided by 50, then times 100, then we have 8%. The second condition is when finding the whole from the given percent and part, we need to divide the part by the percent. For example, 30 is 60% of what number? 30 divided by 60% is equals to 50. The third condition is when finding the part from the given percent and whole, we need to multiply the whole by the given percent. For example, what is 16% of 34? So 16% times 34 is equals to 5.44. So those are the conditions that you need to remember when working with percents. Let's proceed to the applications of percents or word problems that involves percents. Here, I will be giving you three possible word problems that will always arise on the GED test that involves percents and application. The first one is percentage increase. To find the percentage increase, all we need to do is follow the formula 100 times change over the original value. The change can be found by subtracting the new amount by the original amount, then the answer divided by the original amount. Look at the example. When Gary started her running program, she ran 3 miles in the first week. Now she is able to run 4.5 miles in a week. What is the percent increase in the number of miles she is able to run? So the new amount is 4.5 and the original amount is 3. So 4.5 minus 3 is equals to 1.5. Divided by the original amount, which is 3, then multiply by 100, then we have 50%. So the increase is 50%. The second one is percentage decrease. Same with the percentage increase, you can use the same formula, but to find the change, you need to subtract the original amount by the new amount, then the answer divided by the original amount. For example, Eric has been working to conserve energy from his home. His electric bill last month was $125, while his bill this month was $98. What is the percentage decrease in his electric bill over the past month? So, using the formula, we have 125, which is the original amount, minus the new amount, 98, then the answer divided by 125, times 100, the answer is 21.6%. So the percentage decrease is 21.6. Now, another common application is simple interest. Okay? To solve simple interest, you just need to be familiar with the formula. I is equals to PRT. I represents the interest. P represents the principal amount, R for the rate, and T for the time in year. Okay? Time in year. For example, Jason deposits $2,500 in a savings account that will pay 3% simple interest in 1 year. Interest is paid in monthly installments. What will be the total value of the account after 6 months? So, the principal amount is $2,500. The rate is 3% per year. Then T is 6 months. So all we need to do is plug in all the values on the formula. So I is equals to the principal amount, 2,500, times 3%, 0.03 in decimal, times 6 months is half of the year. So that's why it's 1/2. So the answer is 37.50. But the question is, what will be the total value of the account after 6 months? So all we need to do next is the principal amount, 2,500, plus the interest. So the answer is 2,537.50 after 6 months. And now to view the whole mind mapping, you can look at the screen and you can see how the topics are arranged. If you have any more questions, don't forget to comment below.